But what should I do? Did I want it to be a date? Yes! Look at him! Look, you want it to be a date. I mean, it's technically a date. It's a Hello, peoples! Welcome back to Mon Games, another Asagao Academy. What number is this? I don't know. I forgot. I don't care. Let's go, peoples! I woke up late the next morning, the day of the flower festival. Peoples! I was buzzing with anticipation, but because of that, it took me forever to wake up. Now it was almost noon, and I rubbed my eyes as I arose.
Hannah.
Hey there, sleepyhead! Good morning. Yeah, that's about the kind of morning person I am. You slept even later than I did. That's impressive, Hannah. I sat up in my bed, and something on the edge of my desk caught my eye.
Hey!
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, a letter for you. A letter for you. Came in the mail this morning, so I just said it. I scrambled out of bed and into my desk chair, ripping open the letter. Whoa, geez, calm down. It's not going anywhere. Turning away from her, I started to read. Little Blossom. How have you been doing these past few weeks? I'm sorry I haven't found time to write. Is it Daddy? Is it our Daddy? Yes, your pa's been working hard lately, and I seem to go right to sleep when I get home. I know things were difficult for you here, and I only hope that you're having a better time where you are now. It isn't the same without you here. I miss your cheeriness and watching TV with you, and most of all your pink hair bobbing around the kitchen. Hannah, I know you feel bad about the pressure this must be putting on me, but don't. I do this because I love you. There's nothing I want more in this world than your happiness. I miss you, Hannah. Be strong. Your Papa. My hands trembled. Tears filled my eyes. It really is gonna make me cry. Don't make me cry right now. I hadn't written to him since arriving at Asagao. As many times a day as he crossed my mind, I'd just been busy with other things. He must be worried sick, and from the sound of things, he was also depressed. I missed my father. I missed my home. I missed helping him. If I wasn't around to cook him breakfast, he almost never ate. He kept saying it was fine, but he was getting older, without Mom there to take care of him. Hannah? Are you okay? I wiped my eyes on my sleeve. Yeah, I'm fine. I miss my dad. I picked up a pencil and paper and began to write, trying hard to block out the tears. Eventually, Mai turned to her own work and let me be. Dad, I'm doing really great here. This has been the best change of my life. I have the best friend, and I might join a club. I even have a date. Oh, now that's not the way to keep your dad from worrying. You sacrificed so much to bring me here. I know I hardly gave you any choice with the way things were going. I was spoiled and ungrateful, but you always did whatever was necessary for me. I miss you so much, but thank you. I know this was a huge sacrifice. Please eat well and take care of yourself. Remember, 2 glasses of water in the morning and 1 before bed. Are you his daughter or his mother? Have breakfast. Scrambled eggs are easy to make. Draw a smiley face on them in ketchup, just like I would if I was there. I'll send my love through that to make sure you do it. Aww, I miss you. And tell Mom happy birthday. Oh, I stood in front of the door that night, feeling awkward in my yukata. Yeah, that's how you say it. Awkward in my yukata. Students passed by me on either side, laughing and chattering anxiously. Oh. A dim red glow grew on the horizon of the bonfire at the festival. The excitement thrumming through the air made me squeamish.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. How you doing? I jumped.
Hey!
You're here. That is pretty. And it looks pretty too. I am. I smiled at PBG and my tension melted away. With PBG here, everything would be okay. I wasn't sure why I felt that way, but I did. Ready to go?
Yeah!
More than ready. Let's do this. Together we walked down the path on the way out of campus. I haven't actually been off campus since school started. Really? I've been off campus for a few soccer-related things, but otherwise I haven't either. There's not much going on around here, though. The festival's the biggest thing. As we walked, something struck me as odd. He looked different. Yeah. You're not wearing your jacket. No? I mean, I have an extra shirt on. You look really different in normal clothes. Yeah? Well, you look really different in your yukata. I hope different means nice. Good different. You're super cute. Don't panic. You're fine. I mean, his ears turned pink and I laughed. Don't panic. You're fine. Both of you. You're doing just great for a first date. Doing alright. Ooh, it looks so pretty. As we approached the edge of the festival, an outpouring of drums, laughter, and the calls of people running stalls cascaded into the night. So, what do you want to do first? I don't really know what there is to do here. Stalls lined the sides of the street. Higanbana, where Asagao was located, was a very tiny town, but everyone pitched in for the festival. Restaurant owners pitched their samples as well as experimental new foods, cotton candy covered chicken, fried butter, sugar crusted yam. Okay, the cotton candy covered chicken, that is not, this is supposed to be set in Japan. That's not unusual at all. Painters and sculptors showcased their latest works of art, ranging from vases and cups and paintings of flowers to artistic nudes, doujinshi work, and life-size replicas of the town founder. And then there were the standard festival games. Picking a balloon from underwater using only a metal hook attached to a paper handle, fishing for goldfish with paper hoops, shooting bottles glued to wherever they stood. Yeah, even if you hit them, you're not going to knock them down. That shit's rigged. Festival games weren't really fair, were they? Nope! All rigged! Presented with so many choices, I simply asked for what came to mind. How about Asagao's stall? Oh yeah, why don't we go see how things are over there? PBG led the way through the crowd, and I tried to stay close behind. It was easy at first, but when we came to the main square, the throng of bodies grew thick. I was so damn short, I couldn't see anything behind the bodies. It's okay. I feel you. I feel your pain. I'm like 5'4". I feel you. PBG's brown hair... 5'3", okay. Fine, 5'3", damn it! PBG's brown hair disappeared in front of me, and I was shoved between backs, butts, and elbows. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. A woman in a pink yukata next to me rolled her eyes and stepped to the side so I had space to breathe, but which way did PBG go? Oh, great. Your first date, you already lost him. I couldn't see him anywhere. Okay, calm down. Just, where was the Asagao stall? It was on the east side, right? But I couldn't tell which direction was which. The stalls contained much of the same thing on either side. Which way was east? Even the sun was gone, or at least blocked out by the lights from the bonfire. What would I do? A man elbowed me in the cheek and my eyes watered. Ow! I don't like being short. I needed some place to sit down and gather my thoughts, but I was so lost. Don't cry. Don't panic.
Hunter!
Oh, thank God. PBG! Thank you. Thank God. Okay. A head was bobbing up and down a few feet in front of me, who was jumping to see over the crowds. Hey, I'm right here. I see you. I'm coming. I thought we were going to be lost. Too relieved to care, I shoved unsuspecting people to the side as I made my way to him. Wow, you. Hannah, what the hell? Get out of my way, Mimi. Nobody likes you. Sorry, Mimi. I'm not sorry. Not.
Hunter!
Hannah!
PBG.
PBG, I'm so glad to see you. She's almost crying. I rushed into him, clinging to the side of his waist. I was so scared and someone hit me in the face.
What?
Really? He looks worried and kind of like... He peeled me off of him and hunched over to look at my cheek. Oh. I think I can see a bruise coming along. He looks so worried. He looks like the puppy. Look at the puppy dog face. Aww. We'll ask for ice at one of the stands, okay? Here, take my hand and don't let go. I nodded and took his hand. As we roved through the crowd, he kept his arms stiff to his side. It was like we were part of the same body. Aww. PPG was oddly reliable. He hadn't struck me as the kind of person, not after that project we did together, or oversleeping and missing class. But when you needed him, he came for you. I guess there was a reason he was one of the founding members of Normal Boots. Oh, thank God. With a gasp of relief, we pulled out of the crowd and into one of the side roads. Asagao's stall is this way, and we can ask one of the drink vendors for some ice. I'm so glad to be out of there. Me too. Me too. I hate large crowds of people. It's just so hard to breathe. It's hard to treat people like they're people when there's so many. I nodded. Out here, there was no reason to continue holding hands. I expected PBG to let me go, but instead he pulled me along down the street. You hold hands because holding hands. And I feel like the music's up too loud, so I'm turning it down just a little bit. Okay. Did he realize we were still holding hands? Yes. Yes, he does. I glanced up at him, but he was focused on searching the stalls in front of him. Though his ears were a little pink, was he stressed? No, he's embarrassed. Guys get just as embarrassed and uptight and nervous and self-conscious as girls do on first dates. They just show it differently, if at all. Wait. More importantly, I wasn't pulling away either. PPG was this a date? Was this a real date? Yes! Shouldn't I know this? I was the one to ask him. Maybe I should do something to show that it's one way or the other. To show that it's one way or the other? But what should I do? Did I want it to be a date? Yes! Look at him! You want it to be a date. I mean, it's technically a date. It's a flower festival date, but it's a romantic date? Why didn't I think about this before? Oh my gosh. Excuse me, can we have some ice? She got hurt. PPG was talking to a red-haired girl at one of the stalls. Wait. Kakusa, hi! Affirmative, ice will be delivered. What was the happenstance behind this?
Ugh.
Some guy jumped up and elbowed her in the face. He didn't even do anything about it. That's awful. Ooh, he's pissed. He's protective. That's a good sign, Hannah. I know, right? Who does that? How can you not feel when your elbows slam into somebody? I guess there's a lot going on, but still. You're a supportive individual. This is so weird. This time, PPG's face turned red. Well, anybody would do that. Uh-huh. Kakusa, what do you do? Hey, not anybody. Some people, they can pounce you and then 2 days later barge into your room cross-dressing, okay? So... PPG's special, at least amongst the Normal Boots Club. Kakusa, what are you doing at the stall? Hello, Anna. Don't you have a date? Oops. I glanced at PPG, who was staring at Kakusa, trying to memorize her every movement. My family owns a restaurant out here, and I'm supporting their efforts. Huh, that makes you a supportive individual. Kakusa turned to look at him blankly, then opened her mouth. Ha, ha, ha. Your attempt at humor is charming. Hey, he's being funny. As Kakusa opened the plastic bag and started shoveling ice inside, PPG leaned down near me. This girl is really weird. Did you not notice? She's always been this way. Don't worry about it. She likes you. Does she? Huh. Here's your ice, human. She is weird. Thank you, human. He really didn't notice. Kakusa beamed at him. That's wonderful. We are friends now. Allow us to be friends. Yeah, sure. We're friends. Kakusa made a friend. Kakusa is a supportive human. Kakusa has been successful today. Oh my gosh, that is freaking... Oh, let me remember the name of the anime. A certain magical index, where the one chick always talks. I don't remember her name, but she talks about herself in the third person and narrates her. Yeah. Oh, I hear something. I hear the doorbell. Just a second, people. Yes.
Those freak leaks like that here lately pretty often. It's just we've been having those high winds.
Yeah.
Like that. I'll look outside here and see what I can see that needs to be sealed up.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Okay, peoples, I'm back. It was a maintenance guy. We had water coming down out of our ceiling fan the other night when it was raining. That's something that you always want. Let's get out of here.
Bye.
Bye, Kakusa. Goodbye, friends. She's weird. I pulled onto the edge of an empty-looking stall where PBG held the bag of ice up to my face. The freezing cold of rigid plastic stung my skin, but he held it up to me as if handling a butterfly. I can hold it myself. It doesn't seem to be swelling too much. That's good. You don't need to worry. It's not that bad. I don't even feel it when we talk. Yeah, but we don't want it to get any worse. Sometimes with things like that, you don't notice how bad it is. You go to bed and it's just a little red and it's sore, and then you wake up the next morning and it's just and it's purple and it looks like a freaking baseball has latched itself onto the side of your face. I have had that happen too many times. Yeah. Quit worrying. He nodded, but he didn't seem to hear me. He's gonna keep worrying. He seems like the type. Hey, guys like this are a keeper. We made a good choice with PPG. I grinned at him. Give me that. I reached up to grab the bag and grabbed his hand instead. He let go and the bag fell to the ground with a soft thud. Oops. Sorry. No, it's... God, why was this suddenly so awkward? This wasn't a... Or was it a date? It's a date! Which did I want? For heaven's sake! I grabbed the bag and put it up to my face.
Yeah!
Look, they have taiyaki. He left the stall without waiting for me to follow. I dashed to catch up. He's just trying to break the awkwardness. Say or do anything to just break whatever awkward silence that was. His legs were longer than mine, so it took me 2 steps for his every one. I was practically jogging next to him. Slow down.
What?
What? Sorry. He eased his pace and I walked in place next to him. More ... We reached the stall and he brought 2 fish-shaped pastries, handing one to me. Thanks. So, should we continue to the Asagao stall? We turned and started walking in silence again. Okay, now it was really awkward, but I didn't think it was because of me. PPG fidgeted and kept staring into space. He almost tripped over the same kid twice. Okay, I wonder if on this date we're going to talk about why he was being such a weirdo during the first week. Like, he was giving us weird looks and, like, staring at us, and then when we'd look at him, he'd be like, "Whoa, I wasn't looking at that. Nope." So, yeah, I hope that gets addressed at some point during the night. Something was on his mind now, but what? Are there fireworks at the festival? What? Are you okay? PPG stopped walking and looked at me, his face contorted. What's wrong? Are you feeling alright?
Hana.
I'm fine. There's something I want to talk to you about. Here we go! Okay. I glanced ahead. The Asagao stall was only 2 stalls down, where I could see Mai's red hair appear and disappear from under the covers. She could wait. Sure, what's up?
Well,
he began to walk again and I fell into step beside him. Did I look familiar to you when we first met? Did he? The first day I walked into the Asagao classroom, didn't it seem like I had seen him somewhere before?
Yeah.
Wait, I think you did. Really? So you'll believe me when I tell you we've met before, right? He looked familiar, but he was also a tall guy with brown hair. There were plenty of those around. I sighed. I'm sorry. I can't remember. He stared at the ground. It's okay. It was a long time ago. When you first showed up in class, you looked exactly like this girl I used to play with when I was little. She would come over to my house and we played video games together. Then you mentioned something like that at the stomp match, so I thought... I stopped walking. There was a little boy from my past, but... Well, ever since the accident... Oh my god! Oh my god! Accident? When I was 11, I bumped my head getting out of the shower. I spent 3 days in the hospital with amnesia. Most of my memories came back in a few weeks, but the memories of the boy I used to play with, only a few of those came back. I still can't remember his name or his face. So if I'm the little girl from your past... He cleared the distance between us, taking both my hands in his own.
Hana!
I know you're her. You're Hana. You were my best friend when we were little. Aww! They're childhood sweethearts being reunited. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. You would only use the blue controller for the Nintendo 64 because you said it gave you powers like Power Ranger. And you made me use the green one because you said it matched my eyes. Aww. I stared up at him for a long time, searching his face. There was something about him that was familiar, something that made me feel oddly at home. But if the memories were lost somewhere inside me, they were too far gone for me to reach. You can make new ones now. I'm sorry. Your favorite game was Screw You, Pika-Chomp, and we would take turns making up insults and making him dance, and we called him Rodrigo. You'd cry when I hit the chickens in Cucurico Village when we played Zilda. I know it's you. I shook my head, the guilt knotting itself in my stomach. Slowly he let go of my hands, dropping his arms to his sides in defeat.
PBG.
No. I want you to call me by my real name. What's your real name? Your real name? He clenched his fist. My real name is... Peanut Butter Gamer. Oh my God. I took a step back and looked at him again. That messy mop of hair, the slightly tired puppy dog look in his eyes, the narrowness of his face. The days I spent over at his house, walking to school together in the mornings, that time I pushed him out of my tree. It all came rushing back. Oh, he's so freaking cute! Peanut Butter Gamer, I remember now! You do? Oh my God, you're so different! So are you! This is so freaking sweet and cheesy and that! You were always the loud, adventurous one when we were little. So when you first showed up in class, I wasn't sure it was you. But as you opened up, I began to see more of the Hannah I remember. I'm so sorry. I was treating you like a complete stranger the whole time. PBG waved a hand. It's no problem. Amnesia. It happens. You were so important to me when we were little. You were my best friend. You meant so much to me. I was so sad when you left, and you never wrote me or anything. I lost your address when we moved, and I didn't have your email address. I only remembered your first name, so I couldn't even look you up. It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it is. We laughed and I beamed at him. I couldn't believe it. He was so different now. He was tall and brave and athletic, but he was still the same PBG from when we were kids, always thinking of others, inconveniencing himself to make sure they were okay, even down to his crazy obsession with soccer. So, I'm the reason you like video games, huh? I flushed. Well, I might have exaggerated a little bit. Don't even. We can be friends again.
Hannah.
We are friends again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're friends again. Yeah, friends again. Oh, don't. You have to tell me about everything that happened after you left. Everything! With that face, and when he said, yeah, friends again, it's like, he obviously wants more than that, Hannah. I grabbed onto his arm and jumped up and down. Okay, but first, you want some more food? I'm still kind of hungry. We never made it to the Asagao stall. We walked past it several times, and Mai winked at me every time. Instead, we caught up over ramen and takoyaki, that's how you say that. We caught up over ramen and takoyaki, talking about his move, my mother's death, and what our lives were since we last saw each other. Even as the festival ended and PVG walked me back to the dorm, there was so much I still didn't know. But I was happy. I was so happy. PVG stopped in front of the dorm and took an odd look on his face. Hey. Instead of heading in, do you want to come hang out? Yes. I have to go record PB&J, but maybe you'd like to sit in?
Yeah.
I'd love to. This was the beginning of something beautiful. And you're on with PB&J. Thanks for calling. What do you want to talk about? Hi, when is the next episode of Minecraft Hardcore coming out? Thank you for your call. We're out of time on this segment. My bad. So for now, you can listen to the lovely stylings of this old man playing a ukulele. Whew, that was a close call. Nice one, but that doesn't sound like an old man on a ukulele. BBG checked the listing on his screen. Oops. He sighed with relief and took a quick swig of water. It's a lot tougher than it sounds.
I know, right?
Isn't it? A lot of people think we just sit around talking and playing games, but you run out of stuff to talk about. No one wants to hear about our... Leave me alone while I'm making a video. No one wants to hear about your 12th time spilling ice cream on your principal. The 12th? That sounds pretty interesting, actually. You get my point. Ever since I started working here, I began to notice more things. I had to figure out something to talk about, so I eavesdropped on the people around me. I became more curious in general. It helps with ideas for things to talk about. This guy fancies himself somewhat of an expert in human interaction. Who does?
Yeah.
Me, of course. Why, PBG is the expert on everything. Look at her face. No, it's not that. You don't think I am? Careful, careful. The song's almost over. They replaced their headphones and cleared their throats. The tense silence that filled the room before they started recording was my favorite part. You could almost hear the anticipation, the anxiety about stuttering the first line of introduction, the stories being run through only seconds before. Welcome back to PB&J. That was Take My Star by our resident rapper Youngtown. Gotta love that guy. He's definitely not an old man. Nor does he play the ukulele. Unless he does. We'll be taking the next few callers now. Hello, Junebug. You're on the air with PB&J. Oh, wow, really? Cool. So I need some help.
What's up?
We'll do whatever we can to help you. What's up? Well, there's this girl. I'm out. No, wait, I've had a crush on her for ages and ages, and I don't know what to do about it. How should I catch her attention? How do I get Senpai to notice me?
Hey.
Are you friends with her? Well, kind of. Do you talk to her often? No, not really.
Yeah.
Just try talking to her. I'm sure she won't bite your head off or anything. I'm not so sure. What kind of girl are you even pursuing?
Well...
How do you really know that you like her if you haven't spoken much to her? She's pretty! Right, just have a conversation with her. Befriend her. Not to bribe her into dating you, but just to see if you're compatible, and then decide whether to ask her out. Jeez, this is the worst advice ever. What a jerk. Next caller. Hi, my name is Pickle. How do you know when you're in love? Whoa, too real. I wouldn't really know what to tell you. I've never been in love myself. Really? You haven't either? Well, his eyes slid over to me. No, not really. Oh, thank you. I felt like the only one. We're teenagers. We're too stupid to understand love. Thank you. I feel much better. Bye-bye. And you said I wasn't good at people. I stand by that statement. Next caller.
Hey.
Hello, I'm leading a secret double life as a pop star here on campus, and I can't take the secrecy anymore. I want people to know my true passion. I don't like video games. I love music and magical girls. My name is... Hello? Hello? That guy sounded really familiar. That he did, John. I'm gonna bet you anything it was Paul. That he did. Where had I heard that voice before? In video games. The show continued on for an hour, alternating between music, questions, and stories. So I threw up. That's the best job interview story I've ever heard. Maybe for you. Anyways, that's all the time we have here, folks. Thanks for turning your spot of nightly neighborhood nutrition. This has been PB&J. Thanks for listening. They held their poses, both beaming open-mouthed, and dropped it all at once as they switched off the air. That's kind of what I do after filming a video. I'm up like this, and then I click it on... Whew! Good show today. I'll say, maybe next time we should eat some snacks and just narrate it. Oh, people would love that. As they packed up their things, a thought occurred to me. Do people ever think you do this radio show with Jeff? All the time. Literally every day, but obviously if I did a show with Jeff, we'd call it PB and Jiff. Duh. The early morning sunlight filtered through our blinds, waking me from a dreamless sleep. It's already time for school again. The weekend with PBG seemed like a dream. Maya was sleeping. When I glanced at the clock, I saw it was 6:45. I'd woken before my alarm. Quietly, I gathered my things, went to the bathroom, changed, and brushed my teeth. It was so different in the dorms in the morning. Instead of the constant hum of blow dryers and irritable girls, there was an expectant silence. It would be like an asylum if it weren't for the pink walls and flowers on every door. Shaking my head, I returned to my room. As I reached to open the door, something caught my eye. A blank yellow envelope was taped to the door handle. Ooh. I pulled it off and headed inside. Maya was just waking up, sitting bleary-eyed on the bed.
Hey, what's up?
An envelope. It was stuck to our door.
Really?
Ooh, a secret admirer already. Despite it being so early in the morning, Maya was energetic as ever. I hate morning people. No, I don't think so. I undid the envelope and pulled out the rough parchment paper beneath. Wow, this is fancy. Maya lunged at me, peering at the letter. Look at this. It's handwritten in ink. She snatched it out of my hands. Hey! Oh my god, this is a love letter! Better yet, it's a poem. It's titled Waving Hello. Ugh, no accounting for taste. Give me that! I snatched it back out of her hands. So pretty you are. You're kind of like the ocean, blue and green water. Oh, they're haikus. Forever is a haiku. Forever in your love, the admirer. My gosh. Yeah. This is terrible. Who do you think wrote it? PBG? No, definitely not. Who says it's for me anyways? It says right here you're kind of like the ocean. What, and you're not? Plus your eyes are green? You know, this poem, it's so generic. You could literally apply it to anyone.
This is so stupid.
Man, what kind of love poem is this? You have to be specific. Like, I love your effervescent sparkle and the mole just under your left armpit, and you should sign it too. Whoever wrote this isn't even worth it. You're sure it wasn't PBG?
No.
Why? Of course not. This doesn't seem like him. Yeah, it doesn't seem like him. But what if it was from him? We did go to the festival together. He didn't seem interested then, though. And we only just got close again. He didn't seem interested when he kind of went, friends again. He didn't see that. How oblivious people are. Of course, I'm looking in on it kind of from an outside perspective. When you're actually in the situation, you probably don't notice it. Especially when you're a teenager. I was stupid about these kind of things when I was a teenager. I frowned. PBG sending me a love poem. The thought sat in my chest like a wet blanket. Whatever. She grabbed the letter and threw it on her desk. Unless this person learns how to write, let's not even bother. As she turned to grab her clothes, she muttered to herself, Jared would write a way better poem than that. Jared. Yeah, you're probably right. I started filling my bag with books for class, PBG still hovering in my mind. Really, though, what if? No, I don't think it was him. Okay, peoples, we're stopping. We're cutting it off right here. I will see you, peoples, next week. Another Asagao Academy. But if you do not want to wait a week to see my silly face, tomorrow is Terror Tuesday. Bye-bye.